All right, I'm back with 5 more R&B vinyls you should have in your collection. Now, these ones are all heat. They all heat, I'm telling you. Baduism, Erica Badu. This album right here, top to bottom, intro, outro, can be better than a lot of people's albums. You know what I'm saying? Like On and On, Apple Tree, Other Side of the Game, Next Lifetime, which is a trifling ass song. It's a trifling ass song. But she sings so beautifully, you forget that it's trifling. She got the Afro skit, Four Leaf Clover. Like, there's so many bangers on here. Miss Erica Badu, you was in your bag. You need this in your collection. Add it to your collection. B-Day, Beyonce. When you talk about hits, that's what B-Day is. It's like a greatest hit album. You know what I'm saying? Deja Vu, Get Me Body, Upgrade You, Ring the Alarm, like Freakum Dress, like Irreplaceable. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. You need to add this to your collection. If you don't have it already, damn, Beyonce fine. Next album, Sampha Process. This album right here, let me tell you right now, Sampha is one of them artists that everything that he does, I usually enjoy. Ain't too many artists that I'm like, you don't have a single miss in your whole catalog, whether it's features, whether it's your songs. He's that artist. Like, his stuff with Subtract is good. His stuff by himself is good. All of his features, like he was on that Kendrick album. He's on Drake's album. Every time he does a feature, it's fine. But this album right here, Blood on Me, No One Knows Me Like the Piano, Reverse Faults, like banger after banger after banger. You know what I'm saying? And his album that dropped, was it La High? That album too, I think should be in people's collection. But you know, I understand a lot of people don't got that one yet. It's been out for a little bit, less than a year. But this has been out for a minute. So you got time to get this. It should be in your collection if it ain't already. Shout out to Sampha. Now this next album, you can make a case that this is the greatest R&B album of all time. This is an album I want to own another copy of, and I'm definitely going to buy another copy when I get paid, because this is going to be hanging up on my wall. We're talking about Songs in the Key of Life. Stevie Wonder. This album is just from top to bottom. He got so many songs on here, and all of them, when I tell you all of them bang. He has one of my favorite R&B songs, As, A-S, because people think I say ass, because I don't be enunciating my words. Whatever, I don't care. This album is just top tier. Sir Duke is on here. I Wish is on here. Isn't She Lovely is on here. Like, I don't know what was going on in them studio sessions, but he had to know he had something on here. This is a fantastic project. One of the greatest, not just R&B albums of all time. You can't say you're a music fan and don't have this in your collection. You can't say you're a vinyl collector and you don't have this in your collection. To me, you're not if you don't have this in your collection. If you don't have this, go put it in your collection. What are you sleeping on? Shout out to Stevie Wonder for being one of the greatest who ever do it. And this last album right here, What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. This is one of my favorite albums. I literally love the single. I have the single version of this album because I like the single so much. But literally, when we're talking about an R&B album that is changing the game, that is making its point, that is changing the world, that's making an impact, it's What's Going On. It's What's Going On. And the crazy thing is, I just heard an interview or a podcast, it's called One Song, and they were talking about how Berry Gordy didn't want him to release this. Berry Gordy didn't want him to release this. He thought it was the worst thing that he'd ever heard. It has me questioning Berry Gordy's ear. And Berry Gordy is a legend, you know what I'm saying? Motown. Because if he heard this and thought this was one of the worst things he'd ever heard, then Berry, what were you listening to? Because this is fantastic. What's Going On? Mercy, Mercy, Me. Oh, gosh. Ooh. Like, this album, unfortunately, too, the stuff that was impacting us then, it's still impacting us now. We're still dealing with a lot of the same problems. Marvin Gaye is saying something on this album. He's really telling you what's going on, how we're taking it, how the people are really taking everything. It's literally what's going on. Like what the title of the album says is what's going on. Like he's asking the question. And unfortunately, we are still going through those problems today. But I'm not going to get on my soapbox. That's not what this channel is for. That's for my regular one, The Harris Show. What's going on, Marvin Gaye? I think everybody should have this in a collection. Inner City Blues is also on this one. I forgot about that. I didn't say that. That's also on here. Shout out to Marvin Gaye, R.I.P. to a legend. But these are some R&B albums I think everybody should have in their collection. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.